Hi, I'm George the Weather Dad, and here we are into the holiday weekend. Overall, I think traveling conditions won't be that bad, but as we work our way more into the Christmas day itself, we could be looking at a Christmas blow-up advisory. I'll explain that in just a second. But first, let's take a look at your Saturday. This is December 23rd for traveling purposes and temperatures. For snow, we need cold temperatures. Well, looks like that's really not going to happen for a lot of us. You can see here cold air in the Rockies, but for the most part, temperatures are going to be normal or above normal for most of us. The extreme northeast, you'll be somewhat on the colder side as well. You do have a little bit of snow on the ground, but not much. But overall, you can see here on December 23rd, temperatures are pretty mild at this point. As far as Christmas Eve is concerned, you can see a major warm up here in the eastern half of the country. We're getting some more cold air up in the northern plain states, and that it will be funneling down. But this warm air is in response to a pretty good developing storm system that's going to produce, it looks like, some very heavy rain, possibly even some severe weather. I'll show you that here on the precipitation map in just a second. But for Christmas itself, we start cooling off here. A lot of this has to do with that system moving in with rain and cloudy conditions here in the Midwest and the Ohio Valley. Remember, high temperatures in the 40s, but looks like temperatures could be easy in the 50s over the next several days, especially on into your travel weekend. Here's that colder air filtering down into the central U.S. As far as precipitation is concerned, this is our Saturday, again, December 23rd. A little bit of precipitation there in the eastern half of the Great Lakes region, heading up towards the northeast. Here's that developing storm system there in the southern Rockies, southern plains. Most of this will be rain. There will be snow in the higher elevations of the Rockies. Christmas Eve, look what happens. It really gets cranked up. And as I said, we could be looking at a Christmas blow-up advisory. What does that mean? Well, winds could be gusty in any one of these showers and thunderstorms out there. So if you don't want your blow-up to be in your neighbor's yard, you may want to consider not inflating it on Christmas Eve at this point, especially in this area, right along the Mississippi River Valley from north to south. Another strong system moving into the Pacific Northwest. Most of us here, it will be dry for Christmas Eve, but that changes for Christmas. Take a look at this thing. Look at it really blow up, and you can see heavy rainfall, possibly some severe weather in this area of the country. That includes the Ohio Valley, portions of the Midwest, certainly the Gulf Coast states, and looks like Florida, you're in for a pretty rough Christmas day itself. Dries out across most of the country at that point, but another, again, that system really cranking in the Pacific Northwest. So this is on Christmas, so once again, it's going to be a pretty mild Christmas temperature-wise for most of us, but it could be a bit stormy, as you can see right here. All right, so now let's take a look at your New Year's Eve forecast. For New Year's Eve, right now, it looks like it's going to be a little bit on the colder side. Again, now we're quite a few days out. This could certainly change, but it looks like there's going to be a fairly cold dome of cold air moving straight down out of Canada. This is for New Year's Eve. As far as precipitation is concerned, fairly quiet. A little bit of snow up in the northern Great Lakes. Could be some storms along the Gulf Coast, but for New Year's Eve and for your celebration right now, doesn't look all that bad. Well, if you're traveling this weekend, again, watch out for some of you. Most of us are going to be fine getting to our destinations, but once again, Christmas could be a little bit on the rougher side. I'll be back with another update this weekend. Until then, I'm George, the Weather Dad.